Okay. I think I got it. Yeah, there we go. So everything's right. Category. I updated on everything. There we go. Okay. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I'm back again. I haven't streamed in a long time. Honestly, I was gone for a week because I went out of state. Did a little getaway trip in Florida. I went to Disney World. That was fun. Okay, so we're gonna play the new Pokemon game. I was gonna try to play this yesterday, but oh my gosh, like I was having like issues with my computer the other day, so um, hopefully this will work out a little bit better and everything. Let me just fix. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's get started. And I'll tell you about my trip that I went on because I enjoyed it so much. Like, I honestly want to go back. Like, I like being back here and then going back to work. Like, I'm already like tired of like work and everything, but it was a much needed vacation because I've been going through like a lot and doing a lot, and I kind of wish I was back in Florida, honestly. What's my name? Like, so I went for a week. I left on the night of the 16th to Florida, and I came back on the night of the 24th. And honestly, like, staying there for 7 days, like, even by myself, like, it was it was fun. I enjoyed it, but also like I I mean I met up with my friend Juan because we were going at the same time, so I wasn't like necessarily by myself. But originally I was supposed to have like a group of people, but with certain issues that came up with some of them, like they couldn't end up going, which was okay. So yeah, and my parents initially didn't want me going, or at least like my mom didn't want me going to Florida because of, Omicron and everything going on. Which, yeah, I was very cautious. Like, I kept my mask on the whole trip. Like, I never took it off. The only time I took it off was when I was in my room or when I was eating something. That's like the only time I took my mask off. is going on? What? Some weird, like, dream sequence. Huh. You understand? Okay. So yeah, like I was saying, like I kept my mask on mostly during the whole trip. Like when I went to the parks, my mask was on. Even when I was outside or like um, inside, like because they require you to have a mask like when you're going indoors, which I did. And even like you didn't have to technically wear a mask like outside, but I still wore it outside because you know I I mean, I'm fully vaccinated. I even got the booster and everything, but I wanted to protect myself, and because I had to protect my family, who I live with, who I still live with, and not on my own and everything. So, yeah, I mean, it was a fun trip, and even like my friend Juan, he was wearing his mask like mostly all the time. Only took it off when he was eating or when he was at his room by himself and everything. Like we just never took it off, which is fine. I was almost considering like wearing my mask when hold on a second. I was almost considering like wearing my mask when I go to bed too, because like I was like a little bit that worried and everything, and just like just trying to like going crazy with all this stuff. Never mind. But yeah. But yeah, the day we arrived, or when I was heading there, because I met Juan at the airport, because that's when I found out he was also going to Florida too. Then we found our friends Angie and Ava, who were also going to Florida at the same time. So we were all in the same flight, which was good. That flight, it wasn't like too bad. Like we got to Florida like a little bit earlier than when we were supposed to land, because our flight was at 11:58 and we were gonna get to Florida like at 6:50, 7 o'clock. That's when we were supposed to land in Florida. We ended up leaving LAX from the airport, like at the airport. Like our flight left like at maybe like 11:50, and we got to Florida, I want to say at best like 6:35, 6:40. And so we get there like really early and everything like that. It was like super strange, kind of, because like the first time when I went to Florida, like back in 2020, before the whole closure with the pandemic, like our flight like arrived like it was like on time, but like we didn't get there early, we didn't get there late, we just made it like at the exact time that we were supposed to make it. So it was like a little bit weird that like we got there a little bit early, and then we had to call an Uber because they're not doing the whole Magical Express bus anymore. When you like book a room at one of the Disney resorts, and the Magical Express bus would be at the airport, and it would take you to whatever hotel you will be staying at. So we had to call an Uber, and you know, thankfully, like we got there, we checked in and everything like that. So, but our room wasn't ready, so we had to like wait. Like Juan and I had to wait for our rooms for like, at best, I want to say like maybe 6 hours, maybe 7. I'm not really sure, but like we waited a long time. So we, like after we checked in, we left our suitcases at the hotel. And then we, our friends Angie and Ava, they stayed at the hotel. They wanted to, because they wanted to rest, so like they stayed. But like me and Juan, we decided to go to Epcot because that's where we made reservations at Epcot on the day we arrived. And we were looking for, or I don't know if you guys have seen, but the popcorn buckets that were being sold at Epcot for the Festival of Arts. It's the Figment popcorn bucket that like everybody was going crazy for, and just like everybody wanted to get it. And like the buckets are so cute. Like it's really cute. Like I'll show you the bucket. I have one like right next to me. Trying to be very careful. There's so much junk. So like this is the bucket. This little thing, well, it's not even little, it's big. This is a Figment popcorn bucket. This was this little piece of plastic that everybody was like going crazy for. I was going crazy for it because I love Figment. And I love the Journey into Imagination ride. It's like one of my favorite rides, and that's why I like Figment. So, I'm even wearing like a Figment shirt. So, yeah, this is like one of the things that like people were like going crazy for. So, yeah, we went to Epcot super early to do like a early entry and everything, because early entry was, I believe, 9:30 to 10 because the park opened at 10 at Epcot. So we did early entry. So we get there. Well, we take the bus to Epcot because at the resort that we were staying at, the All-Star Music Resort, which nice resort and everything like that. Like I would probably stay there again. And we were, we decided to, because the All-Star Music Resort, it was like one of the cheapest ones for like me being like a actual like cast member and everything like that. Like it was the cheapest one. So, yeah, that was fun for us. I wanted to actually stay at Pop Century, or if I could, maybe Arts of Animation, because over at those resorts, they have the station for the Skyliner, which is like the gondolas that will take you to like either Epcot or Hollywood Studios, or even the Disney Riviera Resort and everything. So, but All-Star Music was like the cheapest one, so we wanted to save money, and so we stayed there. And so we took the bus to Epcot and everything. Didn't take that long. And once we get there, like I'm told Juan, like we gotta power walk our way through because there's gonna be a huge line of people at the stand where the buckets are being sold at, and everybody's gonna be trying to like buying as many as they can. Like, and if they sell out for the day, like that's it, or that's it, we're just done. So like we got off the bus, I'm like power walking to the park, to the entrance gate, because it's like from the bus to like where the actual like gate entrance is at, it's like far and everything like that. So I don't know why it's like that far, but it is. So I'm like power walking, like Juan's like walking his normal speed. Don't know why. I keep telling him like walk faster, we gotta go. So, cause I was trying to at least get like at best like maybe 3 or 4 buckets because I wanted one for myself. I needed 2 to get to one of my friends because they wanted to give one to their brother and then one for themselves. And then the other one, and I need another one for my other friend because she asked me like, "Oh, you think you can give me the bucket?" I was like, "Yeah, I can totally do that. Like, I can try to get you guys I can try to get you a bucket if I can." So, we did that. So, I'm like power walking through. We get to the entrance gate. They went through security check because I was also vlogging. I was like vlogging for all the trip and everything. Like you can see that on my YouTube channel because I posted like I was trying to post like every day and everything, which I did all the days like through my trip. So I go through the security check because I have the backpack and my camera and everything like that, and then we get to the gate where we have to scan like our magic bands and everything. So, we were like looking for I guess like there was like a section for like early entry for people staying at like one of the resorts, which we went to that section. It took like a long time and everything like that. I want to say like the time we got there. I want to say the time we got there it was maybe like 9. No, because we got to the park. I want to say like at 8:40, like 8:30, 8:45 or something like that. Because we landed, like I said, we landed at the hotel. We landed at the airport really early. We took an Uber. We got to the hotel maybe like around like 7:15, 7:30. I want to believe. I'm not sure. And we I'm pressing A. There we go. So, we scanned inside to get into the park and everything like that. So we had an early entry, and we were like waiting because I guess like we were standing in like where I guess like regular guests were like standing before like the park was opening, and so like I was with like so like Juan was like taking pictures and I was like recording, and then like I was getting close to like the rope area because it didn't hit like 9 o'clock yet. It didn't hit like a 9:30 yet because it was like maybe like 9 o'clock when we like scanned in or whatever, and I guess like regular like all the guests were like by the ropes to like wait to like actually get inside the park. So I was like talking to like 2 other people. It was like this one guy with his daughter and then this other lady who was also they were also trying to get the bucket too, and the one lady, she was trying to get the bucket before she had to go to work and everything. So because her friend asked to get her one, so she was gonna get like one for herself and then one for her friend. And the guy was gonna get the bucket for his daughter. So I was like talking to them for maybe like the whole time we were like standing, and then like it hit like 9:30, and then like we see like other people like going in, like entering into the park, and I was like, why? Like I was like, Juan, like why are they like going through? Like, are we in like the wrong area? And so Juan was like, I think we're like in the general public area where like we have to wait until it hits like 10 o'clock when the park actually opens. So I was like, is there any way like we can possibly, hop over or something since we have like early park entry because we got in like the wrong way, we got in like the wrong line. So he talked to one of the cast members, and they said like, oh yeah, you can just like talk to the other cast member, and like they'll let you through and everything. And so Juan's like, yeah, we can go talk to the other cast member. They can like let us through since we did early park entry. He's like, okay. And so then Juan was like, oh, do you two want to like go with us to get the popcorn buckets? They're like, are you serious? We're like, yeah, like you guys, like they're not gonna like ask us like make a scan for like what hotel it was, like as long as it's like one of us is staying at the whole resort, like all of us can go through. So they were like, oh yeah, cool, that'd be great because we want to get the buckets and we want like 6-7 hours like for our stinking bucket. And so we were able to like go through, and me and the other the guy with his daughter, we were like power walking through like the area where the buckets were gonna be at. These graphics are pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. So we're like power walking through, and we get to the area where the popcorn buckets were at. Because I actually thought the popcorn buckets were gonna be like near the actual ride, like the Journey to Imagination with Figment. Apparently they're not. They're close to the they're like located like close by the World Showcases where they have like the different countries and everything. So it was like right over there, right over by there. So the line, thankfully, because we got there like maybe 15 minutes before the park actually opened, and so we got in the line. We only waited like 15 minutes to get the bucket because the line was not long at all. Like, it was probably like one of my favorite achievements for like my whole trip. So we get in line, we got the buckets. We were wondering like how many we could buy at a time and everything. So, because I was thinking like maybe it's like 2 per guest. Because I was thinking like that's how it is at Disneyland if you're gonna like buy like the annual pass holder bucket or like any kind of like bucket in general. Like it's 2 per person. So it was me and the lady's turn because like there was like 2 registers. We go up and I asked him like how many buckets am I allowed to get. The guy was like, oh, it's 2 per person. I was like, okay, I'll buy 2. And so I got my 2. That was like $50. So was it worth it? I mean, it was worth like waiting 15 minutes and getting 2 buckets, yes. And so I got my 2 buckets, the lady got her 2, and then Juan got his 2, and then the guy only got like 1. He offered to like us like, oh, I can buy a second one and then give it to one of you guys. We're like, no, you don't have to do that. Like, it's totally fine. So he's like, oh, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, because, you know, like helping you trying to like get with us and like so you can get in line for the bucket, like that's totally fine. Like you don't have to like repay us like getting a second bucket and giving it to like one of us. He was like, it was like, oh, okay. It's like it's nice of you to offer, like, but you don't have to do that. So, and Juan, he got 2 buckets, but he gave one of them to me because he said originally he was gonna give me 1, which I was like, oh, okay. So, and it hit 10 o'clock. Even though we got like our buckets, then the line was like super long and it was getting worse. So like, I'm glad I got the bucket and I'm very happy. And I'm very surprised that like, because originally like for my first day I was supposed to go to Magic Kingdom, but then the announcement for like those buckets that were going to be released came out and I was like, I want this bucket. Like, I want to get this bucket. And so then I switched it to let me go to Magic Kingdom instead. Because this bucket is like, the hype for this bucket, like, it's ridiculous. And like on the first day it was released, like so many people lined up for this bucket. And you know, for those people who lined up were those Disney resellers. And everybody, a good majority of people who are Disney fans, like who go into Disney parks, like they hate like these Disney resellers. Because what they do is that like when something's getting released, they are like, okay, they're like plan everything out, like how they're gonna get like a good majority amount of them, and they'll get like a group, they'll get in line with their whole group. It doesn't matter like how many people they have in their group, and they'll get like the limited amount, like how many they can get, but then like for some reason like they can get like more and more and more. Like if you guys like saw that one picture like on TikTok or whatever, there was like 2 ladies that got the bucket and they got like a huge bag of like these buckets. Like they maybe had like maybe 20 or 30 of them, like both to get like both combined together. And they sell them on eBay for like 10 times more than the buckets actually cost. And it's so stupid, and it's like you ruin it for everyone who wants to like get these buckets, and you sell them for a ridiculous price. Like the bucket is $25 and they sell them for $200. Like, it's honestly ridiculous to be it's ridiculous. And it's like they ruined the whole like experience and like magic and the Disney magic for everyone. And I'm sorry, give me 1 second. Sorry. It's mother calling me. And just interrupting me like usual. So anyways, about my whole trip about the buckets and everything, like the Disney resellers, like they sell them for $200 on eBay or like on Poshmark, and just, or even like OfferUp, I believe, like 10 times more than the price that like it's actually, than like the buckets actually cost, and like how the bucket's actually worth, because it's not worth $200. Like no, it is not worth $200 at all. So I don't know why like I don't know why anyone would. But I mean, there are people who would actually buy. There are people who would actually buy this bucket for $200 on eBay. I wouldn't. Like, I wouldn't buy it for $200. I mean, if I was getting paid by YouTube, which I'm hoping I will be soon, if I had like the money to like, if I had like enough money to like actually buy the bucket for like $200, then yeah, I would probably do that. But I would give it to actually, if I bought like all like the buckets, like a good, if I was like one of those people that like buy like 20 buckets and everything like that, I would give it to people. Like, I would go to like all the way at the end. Like, I would keep the like my like the self for me, the one for me, and then maybe like the two or like the 3 or 4 for like my friends that I'm supposed to give it to. But I would also go to like, if the line was like super long, I would go all the way to like the back of the line and start at like the last person at the end of the line and give them the bucket. And like go through and like just go all the way through that until I have like my 4 or 3. Like, that's what I would do. So that way, like, these people would actually get a chance to get these buckets and not have to like waste their money and everything. And won't have to like wait like a long time. That's what I would do. because it's honestly not fair that like these stupid Disney resellers like would just like ruin this whole like getting these buckets for like people who actually want the buckets and everything. Okay. But yeah, I would. Yeah, that's what I would do if I was like one of those people that like went super early, and I got like, I don't know, like so many buckets. Like I would like go to all the way to the back of the line and give each guest like have like a bucket, because you know that's what I would do. I wouldn't be a jerk and like keep like all 20 or whatever just so I can sell them to make like a profit, taking Disney's money. And I know you guys are saying like, oh, but Disney has like billions of dollars and like that, like that's gonna do anything. No, like you're still taking away like Disney's money and everything like that. And there's a good chance like the people who like resell, like these Disney resellers who sell them for like and everything like that, they are, a good majority of them are pass holders, or what we're calling them now, magic key holders. And you know, when you get like your annual pass or like magic key, it comes with a contract, and you know, like there's rules that you have to follow when you have that. And one of those rules is that like you can't be like reselling like whatever you buy off like whatever like Disney merch and everything like that on like a third and everything like that. So, and because you can get in trouble for that, and like you can get your pass revoked, which I know at Disneyland they started doing that, which is like honestly a good thing, because like we've had like people like buying like annual pass holder buckets like coming back in line multiple times, and they would sell them on eBay. And when they did that, they would get like a letter in the mail saying like your pass has been revoked because you did this, because you were selling it for, you know, and whatever. And honestly, that's something that they need to start doing again, or like they should start doing at Disney World, or like come up with like a better way for people to like get these, like who want to get like certain merch or like buckets, come up with like a system that would you know, that way like these people aren't like buying like 20 or something buckets at a time and whatever, and you know, taking profit from Disney, or like taking like merchandise from other people who actually want to get this. Like what I suggested, or like what I told Juan, because like Juan and I were like discussing this for like the whole trip, of like how, because the day that like we got the buckets, they completely sold out. Like there was like no more, and they were sold out for the day, and we thought like, okay, maybe the next day we can probably get the buckets again. No, they were like done for like the like our whole vacation. They were done. Like the day we arrived was like the day that they sold out completely. So like we were lucky to actually get the buckets. And a lot of people were like so super pissed about that, because they're like, oh, that's not fair that like, you know, these Disney resellers are like ruining it for everyone. And Juan and I were discussing this, and I suggested, you know, they should still keep like the two like items per guest, but it should also be like 2 items per guest per day. And like, and how they should do that is because Disney World, they have the magic bands and everything, they should scan that person's magic band for when they're going to purchase the said buckets or said like items that are like only for like a limited time or whatever. And it doesn't matter like how they're paying. It could be like cash, credit card, whatever, or even like paying with their magic bands, because you can actually like use like payment for, you can buy stuff with your magic band and it'll get charged to your room. That's what they should do. They should like scan the magic band or like ticket or like magic key pass or whatever, and then it's like, okay, they have an idea of like, okay, this person already bought their 2 buckets, they can't get any more, they get back in line. That's what they should do. That's what they should do. Yeah. That's what I think they should end up doing. And I think it would be maybe like somewhat effective for like when there's like a limited release of like a certain item. Like because with the Disney resellers, like, yeah, they can get like a group of people or whatever, but it's like they can like so then instead of like them going back in line so they can get like more and more and more, they scan their magic bands, they know they have like their name on file, and you know, that way they just that way like they have their name on file, and if the same person gets back in line again, they have to scan their magic band, and it's like, oh, you can't buy the bucket again and everything. That's what I think they should do. And I honestly think that would work out. So, yeah, we got all the we got the buckets and everything. So, I was carrying like all 3 of them during our time at Epcot, and then after 2 p.m. because after 2 p.m. you can park up to like the different parks and everything. So, we were still waiting for our room and like waiting for like the notification like saying like, hey, your room is ready and everything. It didn't happen until like maybe 2-3 o'clock that our room was ready, and it was, so I was like carrying like these buckets. I was vlogging and having my backpack for like a good like 4, 5, 6 hours, and it was tiring. Like my shoulders were hurting, I was tired and everything like that. So we went to I think at Epcot, because when we went to Epcot we got on Test Track. I want to say we went on Test Track. I believe we went, and then we like did the World Showcase and like went around the different countries and everything. Because we were gonna try to go on the Frozen ride, but it was like super long, and we didn't do the Ratatouille ride yet because that line was like super long too. So we walked around for a bit, and we were looking for crepes because the last time we went to Disney World, we in the France Pavilion, there was like a little like stand that they would sell crepes, and the crepes were like amazing and everything. And we were looking for that, but we couldn't find it. So then we sat down to like kind of like rest, because like we were carrying like, I mean, Juan was carrying his bucket and I was carrying like 3 buckets from my backpack and everything. It was super exhausting. So then we took the Skyliner to I believe we took the Skyliner, and we then we went to, after we got off on the Skyliner, I think we went to visit like Arts of Animation or Pop Century, and we took the bus to Disney Springs. And so we went to Disney Springs, we walked around for a bit, we went through this one, I had something to drink over there, and then we had I went to one of the stores because I was trying to look for like the detect area because I wanted to get a phone case for my new phone because I got the iPhone 13 Pro, and I was looking for a specific case that I have for my iPhone X or my iPhone 10, and I was trying to look for the same one if they had it for the 13 Pro. If not, I was gonna try to like get like a different one. Thankfully, they did have it, and then I got like a different. I got a different one too. This is the one I currently have right now, and then I have like the other one sitting on my desk. So oh shoot, where was I supposed to go? I don't even know where I'm supposed to go anymore. Supposed to go here? Okay. So guess it's right. Yeah. So then we were waiting for my the case to get made and everything for my phone. So then we got like a little snack, and then we picked up my phone case, and then we went to the hotel. We went back to our hotel to see if like our rooms were ready, and thankfully they were ready. So like we picked up our I got my suitcase, and Juan's suitcase was already like at his room. So got my suitcase to take it to my room and everything, and then from there I like totally crashed because like I was a little bit tired and carried those buckets everywhere on the bus. This is like it was ridiculous. I'll just say that. And it was funny, like during the trip, because I mean, like the people who saw that I had that I saw that I had the bucket, they were like, "Oh my goodness, you got the bucket? How long did you have to wait?" And I was like, "Oh, I only waited like 15 minutes." Like, how did you have to wait 15 minutes? I had people who were like standing there for like 6 hours and everything. Then I'm like, "Oh, well, since I'm staying at one of the resorts, like I was able to like, my friend and I were able to like do like early entry, and we were went to walk over to the place, and waited 15 minutes. We're like, wow, that's amazing. Like all the other cast members were like working at the hotel were like, wow, you're one of the lucky ones who got the bucket, and it's like, yeah. So, because I took pictures of the of myself with the buckets and everything, and I also took a picture of the Figment statue since it's like the whole 50th anniversary thing. So it was good. But yeah, so many people were like, oh wow, you got the bucket, you're one of the lucky ones. I'm just like, yeah. So that was like Monday was a very like fun, eventful day and everything like that. So and I'm trying to remember, I don't know if we went to like another park, or I think I just stayed at the hotel because we were tired. And then the next day we went to Magic Kingdom. Juan also went to Magic Kingdom the same day, and I wanted to get. My main goal was like to get a picture of the Lady and the Tramp statue because Lady and the Tramp's like part of the Fab 50 for the 50th anniversary. So I was looking for that statue. Right when we entered in, and then like we get into like the hub area for like Main Street, the statue was there. So like I was like, oh, I need to get a picture of that, and they're like, and so I took a couple good pictures, and it was the statue was like so cute. I loved it and everything. And then I wanted to dine at Tony's restaurant too because I didn't get to do that the last time. The first time I didn't get to do that the first time I went. And I wanted to, because you know, Lady and the Tramp is like my favorite Disney movie, and you know, I wanted to get the whole experience. But the first time I went, my friend said like, "Oh no, that place is not that great. Like, you don't want to eat there." And it's like, well, I kind of do. Like, I want to. It's my first time being back at Disney World for like 20 years, because the first time I went, I was like 5 years old, and then I haven't gone since. Because I was always afraid of flying. And then back in 2020, I was like, I turned 25 I turned 25 in like 2019, so 2020 it was like we went back to Disney World within like 20 years since I've been there. So I don't remember much when I went there when I was like 5 years old. So but I didn't do Tony's Restaurant on the second day we were there. So because I wanted to do the rides. Wanted to do rides. We like most of the rides were like super long, and we didn't do the Genie Plus or like the Disney Genie thing to do like the whole lightning lane and everything like that, because we weren't really sure and everything. Because like honestly, like we were okay like waiting in line if it was maybe like the line wait was maybe like 30 minutes or so, because like we weren't gonna really, we honestly wouldn't care and everything like that. But it was like if it was like an hour wait, probably we wouldn't have like gone on or whatever. So this is fine. But we walked around, had a couple like snacks to eat, so we did that. We walked around the carousel. I wanted to go into the Carousel of Progress. It wasn't open. It was like closed, so I didn't get to do that. Juan doesn't like the Carousel of Progress because certain things he likes and everything like that. So we walked around. We went to Liberty Square, and we went to the Hall of Presidents because I'd never done that before. And I think, did we do Hall of Presidents on this second day, or I believe we did it on the second day. I believe so. We went on one of I think we did it on the second day. And we go there. We go inside, and there's like we did the show. We went to the show and everything like that. It was a nice show. Juan and I were like a little bit scared, like entering in, like with the whole thing, because like at the end, close to the end, they show like the figures of like all of like the presidents and everything like that. And of course, you know, Joe Biden's like the current president and everything like that. And so we were kind of like, because like during close to the end, they announced like all like the past presidents and the current president and everything like that. So when it got to like when they announced like President Barack Obama, I was just like, okay, is anybody gonna clap? No one clapped. When it was Donald Trump, we had like a few people clapping, and we were just like, okay. A few people were clapping, and then they announced Joe Biden, and you know, Joe Biden's like speaking and everything like that, and everybody in the audience was like clapping. We were like, God bless you, and like everybody else who was clapping, aside from like the people who clapped for Trump, everybody was like clapping, and we were just like, okay, so there's like a good majority of people who are like Biden supporters, and then we know who are, you know, Trump supporters and everything. But like Juan and I were a little bit scared because like we thought like, okay, there's gonna be like everybody in the audience are like Trump supporters, whatever. And but there's like I wouldn't say like maybe like 75 to like 70% of the people in the audience were all Biden supporters, and then maybe like 25 to 30% were maybe Trump supporters or whatever. So there was that. And we exited out, and I was just like, well, that happened. He was like, yeah, I was like, I thought it'd be a little bit worse, like when they were like going through like all the presidents and everything. And I was like, honestly, yeah, I thought so too. And it turns out it wasn't that bad. So then we ended up back in Tomorrowland because Juan was hungry. I was like hungry too, but I wanted like to snack on something because we were gonna eat later. And I wanted to at least get on like one ride before we were leaving, because we were gonna meet up with one of our friends who was also here, or also there in Florida like the same time, but they were gonna leave like they were leaving that Thursday, the week of that Thursday. So Juan got himself something to eat. I got myself like this foot long like chili cheese dog. It was big. I couldn't even finish like most of it. I got like maybe like halfway through it. It was just so much. I thought it was gonna be smaller, and I regret getting that because I couldn't finish it at all. It was ridiculous. And so before we left, we got on the People Mover, which I wanted to do because I love the People Mover. Like it's a cool ride, and it sucks that like that ride's not at Disneyland anymore because the tracks are basically ruined because after People Mover they have the rocket rods, which kind of like basically messed up the tracks and everything. So I mean, if they decide to like redo the tracks again and bring back the People Mover, that'd be great. Like honestly, I would be okay with that. So then we met up with our friends at Epcot because we decided to go to Epcot and meet up with them, and we did. We ate at one of the restaurants over there because we took the monorail to well, first we went to the Temporary Hotel because I wanted to look for the iridescent celebration drink, which is like a lemonade drink, and it comes with like you can choose with like 4 different like Disney Mickey and Friends characters. There's like Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Pluto, and each of them are like different colors. And I wanted to try Minnie because that Minnie was blue, and so we were looking for like the one place that like had it. Someone said that like at the Temporary Hotel had one of the restaurants over there had it, but one of the restaurants was like closed, so we and then like Steakhouse 51, Steakhouse like 71 or 51, they had it, but you had to make like a reservation over there, and they weren't doing like walk-ins or anything, so or there wasn't like enough for like walk-up lists and everything, so we decided to just like head to Epcot to have lunch or dinner and then meet up with our friends over there. So that's what we did. And then after dinner, because we went to one of the I forgot what the restaurant was called, but it was at Mexico Pavilion. The restaurant was okay. We had the queso fundido because I thought the queso fundido was going to be like similar to the one that we sell during the festival holidays at California Adventure. It's not. It's a little bit different. Like the cheese is like not like, you know, very cheesy like how we have it over here. And instead of like the chips, they give you like tortilla. They give you like small like little like tortillas to like dip the cheese in and everything like that. And it was very different. Like I thought, I mean, it tasted okay, but it wasn't like the same. So probably not gonna go to that restaurant again. That was a little. I mean, I was okay. It was just a little bit disappointing. So then after the restaurant, we when we were walking, I went to one of the Joffrey coffee stands because I wanted to get one of the donuts over there because those donuts are like big and they're really good too. I got one of the donuts. I got like a cinnamon, like a cereal, like coffee cold brew. That was really good. And then we got on Journey to Imagination with Figment. So that was fun because like when Juan and I went on the first day, we were gonna go on that ride, but the line was like super long, so like we didn't end up doing that. So the next day, since the bucket sold out, so then the line was like, you know, there was like barely a line. So like we got on that. Then we did, I believe we did Living in the Land. That one's my favorite ride. One of my favorite rides. It's like a nice ride to like sit down and relax, and it's like educational too. So like, 'cause you get to learn about like, you know, like how like new ways to like farm like everything and just stuff like that, which is really cool. I liked it. And then I wanted to do Spaceship Earth and then Mission Space, but my other friend, she wanted to go on Soarin'. because her niece hasn't gone on the Soarin' over there, but she's been on the Soarin' over here. And I was like, I don't want to go on Soarin' because like the Soarin' over there is basically the same thing that we have here, except at the end you're flying through Epcot and not Disneyland. So they're like, oh, she wants to do it. And I was like, okay, fine. So we did that. The line wasn't that long either. So, and then after that, we split up a bit because Juan and I went on Spaceship Earth because that's what I wanted to do. And then my friend and her niece, they went to the seas where they go through like the aquarium for like Finding Nemo and everything. And then after Spaceship Earth, we meet up again and everything. Juan's like trying to take pictures and everything. I'm just like, let's go to Magic Kingdom, let's go to Magic Kingdom. And rides are probably like dying down or whatever. So then we take the monorail back to Magic Kingdom, but like my friend and her niece, they rented a car, so like their car was gonna be stuck at the Epcot parking lot. So we took the monorail, and we get to Magic Kingdom. The fireworks are about to like start. And I was like, okay, this is the perfect time we can go to like the Space Mountain. And it was, because when we went to Space Mountain, it was like 10-minute wait. So we got on like that ride twice. Like we were able to like go on to get up, and then we got off, get back in line, and then go off and get on again. And then like after the second time, then the line got like super long. So then we got to after we did Space Mountain, we were gonna go to Snow White. Oops. We were gonna go on the Seven Doors, the Snow White ride, the Seven Doors Mine Train, basically. And before we were gonna head over there, they wanted to get themselves another donut, or they wanted to get themselves a donut and use the restroom. So, and then like it was maybe because that park closed at like, I want to say like 9 or 10 o'clock or something like that. And it was maybe like 10 minutes before the park was going to close. We were like looking at the time, the frame for Seven Doors Mine Train. It was like 75 minutes. So we were like, yeah, we can't. And so instead we ended up going back to the hotel. My friend and her niece went back to Epcot to get their car. And they were going to meet up. They were going to like hang out with us at like our rooms. So we were hanging out in Juan's room for like most of the night. We were playing what were we playing? Oh yeah, we were playing a couple Jackbox games because I like Jackbox. It's like one of my favorite games to play. Juan, like he doesn't mind Jackbox, but there's like certain ones that like he doesn't like. Like we were playing TKO, Patently Stupid, Mad vs. City. He doesn't like any of those. He doesn't like the Trivia Murder Party. I don't like the Trivia Murder Party either. Like, I find that like that section of the game's like kind of like lame. So, because I like TKO, and Patently Stupid because like those ones were like involve like drawing or whatever. So like it's fun. I also like Dictionarium, and the one game that like I kind of like too was Talking Points, and that's on the Jackbox Party 7. And Juan actually likes that one, so that's one of his favorite ones. So we didn't get to play that one. We didn't get to do Dictionary. We only did like Mad vs. City, Patently Stupid, and TKO. And then they did Just Dance because Juan wanted to play Just Dance, and so did my friend's niece and everything. So they did that for a while. And then they ordered food. We did order food from like Uber or like DoorDash, I believe, or they did. I wasn't really hungry because I had my donut, so like the donut was like filling me up. And they got their food. I was in the room, waiting for them to come back, and apparently, whoever delivered their food, they got the order wrong. And Juan was so upset that they got the order wrong. And so he was like calling to say like they can get like their right order back. And it was, and this, I'll just say this, like, the time we were ordering the food, like, it was like maybe like 1 o'clock or like 2 o'clock over at Florida, right? Over at Florida. So, and like, when there was like a 24 hours like McDonald's or something like that. And so, they, Juan was like trying to call back the person who delivered. They didn't answer their phone. They wouldn't pick up. And so like Juan was like very upset that like they got the order wrong. And so like then I was like, okay, well, I'm tired. I'm gonna go back to my room. And they were gonna try to like go to that McDonald's to like get like their what they were supposed to get. So they were Juan was like calling the McDonald's and telling them like, hey, they got the order wrong, everything like that. It's okay, like you can, you know, prepare the right order or whatever, and we can like come and get it. And they were just like, you know, making like a excuse like, oh well, because it's Uber, you're gonna have to like or DoorDash, you have to like tell them like you got the order wrong, blah blah blah, and everything like that. He's like, okay, well, I just want a refund if you guys can't get the order or whatever. And so it was just a whole mess. We were like waiting and standing out there for like the longest time. And so at the end, Juan got his refund and everything. So that was good. And I went back to my room, and they said they were gonna go back to that McDonald's or whatever to get the food that they want. And so from what the next day, from what Juan told me, that they didn't end up going to the like, McDonald's anymore, or like they didn't drive over to McDonald's to get the food. I guess they got something else. So yeah, then the third day, we went to Animal Kingdom, but we got there a little bit late because like I was like exhausted, and we didn't get there until like 12 and everything. So, and we met up with our friend Internice, and we got on Dinosaur because the ride wasn't that long. And then we went to the Rainforest Cafe because Juan made a reservation for the Rainforest Cafe, so we were able to dine there. Food was amazing because I haven't been to the Rainforest Cafe in like the longest time. Food was good. It was a lot for like a big portion, whatever. It was a lot, but honestly, it was good. I enjoyed it. Then we walked around and we got on. Because the park closed at like 7 or 8, so we didn't have that much time left. We got on the Cali River Rapid ride. We got on that twice because it was fun. Because I haven't been on that. The last time, when I went in 2020, the ride was closed because for refurbishment. Like most water rides, they get closed during the winter season for refurbishments. So that ride was open, so we got on that twice. And then we were watching the Kite Tales show from afar, and it was a Lion King portion. That show's like really cute. I liked it. And then we decided to like walk around for a bit. We got on Dinosaur again because line wasn't that long. And then we were also gonna go to Pandora because we wanted to go on Flight of Passage. And when it was close to like the closing time, Flight of Passage wasn't like, the line wasn't like too long, so like we rushed over there. We waited maybe like inside, because we waited in the line maybe like 20 minutes or whatever, so. And like that's when they like closed it off, because like, or that's when like the park was like closed, because by the time the park closed, like we were like inside almost getting on the ride. So we got Flight of Passage. And then after that, then we started to head back over to Genesis. My friend and her niece, they took us back to the hotel and everything, and they were gonna like think they were hanging out with us for a little bit, and because they wanted to go to the pool. And honestly, the pool, it was okay, but I was super cold after I got out. And like the pool's like heated and everything like that, but when I like got like part of my body all the way in, like most of it in, like halfway, like I was cold. And I didn't want to like get out, or I wanted to get out and just like just warm up. And then when the pool was about to close, when I was trying to get up, it was so cold and my shoes were cold because they got wet from getting splashed by the water and everything. Like I had to grab like 2 towels just to warm myself up. My shoes were cold. It was just so bad. Like I would probably only go to the pool like during the daytime. I wouldn't go at night. Or if like our because our resort there was like 2 different pools. The one that near me, it was like big, and I think it had like a jacuzzi or whatever, and I wish we got to that one, but we ended up going to the one near Juan's room. And it was a little bit smaller, and the pool was like somewhat heated and everything like that, but I was still cold. And then I went back to my room and took a shower, and I was just super cold. So, took a pee. I don't want to hurt a cute little like thing like that. I like how I can get close to the action. It's very interesting. Wow. This is... That's cool. I'm like talking about like my whole trip and everything. I'm like not even in focus on like what's going on in the game. Like this is actually nice. I like this. I like it a lot. So Pokemon sometimes learn new moves when they level up. Change the moves. Blah blah blah. Okay. So yeah, and then the next day we went to Hollywood Studios, and then we met up with my friend and her niece. It was like their last day because they had to head to the airport like late in the evening. So when I went to Hollywood Studios, I got up a little bit early, and everything in the park, and Juan was like gonna meet up with us later because he was so tired. So I get there, and I was looking for something to like hold my glasses because like when I went last time, I got like one of these like little bands. I don't know if you can see it's like a little string. I had like a thicker one now to hold my glasses up when I go on roller coaster rides. Like sometimes like I worry that like my glasses are gonna fall off. Like the roller coasters over here at Disneyland side, like my glasses stay on my head, so like I don't have to worry about like them falling off. Especially like when I go on a credit coaster, like I get scared to like my glasses are gonna fall off, but surprisingly they stay on my head. And when I went on Rock and Roller Coaster for the first time in 2020, like I got one of these like little bands to hold my glasses on my head so they wouldn't fall off. And Rock and Roller Coaster, like it takes off, and like I felt like my glasses were about to fall off, but thankfully like they didn't. So I was trying to look for one of these. I couldn't find them in like any of the stores over there, which was ridiculous. And so I was looking for that, but then I met up with my friend and her niece, and we got on Tower Terror because they got off like Rock and Roller Coaster. So they were going on Tower Terror, so I got on Tower Terror. After that, we were gonna go on the Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway because that was like one of the newest rides that they have over there, and we were supposed to get that ride over at Disneyland side. And so I was like, I want to see how it is because, you know, getting excited for the one over here. I want to see how it is over. I want to see how this one is. So we do that. We get in line. the ride was fun. I liked it. It was enjoyable. Um, then I got then we I got a popcorn bucket, and then because I had to get it for one of my friends. Then we went to Star Tours, and then after Star Tours we went to Galaxy's Edge. I was thinking of getting a Ronto wrap, but I didn't. I ended up getting like the blue milk, but I got the blue milk with the rum. That was like my favorite because I prefer the blue milk over the green milk and everything. So did that, and after Galaxy's Edge we crossed over to Toy Story Land. Toy Story Land. When we went to Galaxy's Edge, we weren't gonna get on Rise of Resistance or Smuggler runs because we already have Galaxy's Edge and everything like that at Disneyland. So like getting on those rides would be like getting on the same rides over here. So like we didn't do that. And we went to Toy Story Land, and then Juan was like over on his way, or like was in the park, and we got on Rock and Roller Coaster because I didn't get to go. I wanted to do Rock and Roller Coaster. So we did that. And then Juan met up with us. We got on Rock and Roller Coaster. And then I was like, I'm gonna have to hold onto my glasses because they are gonna fall off, and I don't want to lose my glasses and everything. So like when we shoot off, like I'm holding them on, and I can feel them like almost like getting ready to fall off. I was like, oh my god, I can't lose these glasses because like that's how I'm able to see, and I can't drive without my glasses. So should be a little high. Okay. Am I going the right way? Why am I so new? I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to get through. Okay. So yeah, then we get on Rock and Roller Coaster, and then afterwards, my friend, her niece, like left because they had to turn the car back in and get to the airport. So then Juan and I were there. What did we do? I want to say we parked out to like another park afterwards. I just don't remember what park. But yeah, that's what we ended up doing. So it was a fun trip. I enjoyed it. The other days we like parked hopping back and forth and everything like that. I went to Magic Kingdom like more times, and then and Epcot as well. We didn't do Hollywood Studios like most of the time. We did Hollywood Studios only once. We didn't like park hop back to Hollywood Studios because it's like not that big of a park because there's not really that much aside from like Tower Terror, Rock and Roller Coaster, and then supposedly the Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and maybe the Slinky Dog Dash ride at Toy Story Land. But like that was it. So mostly we're like hopping. I was mostly hopping back to like Magic Kingdom, like Epcot, and then Juan was mostly like hopping over to like Animal Kingdom because he likes Animal Kingdom a lot more. And then there were sometimes like he would go to like Epcot most of the time, and then like Magic Kingdom. So I believe I don't know if it was either Friday or Saturday. I went to Magic Kingdom, or maybe it was Saturday, and or maybe it was Friday. Maybe it was Saturday. I don't remember. One of the days I went when I was at Magic Kingdom by myself. I went to Tony's restaurant because I wanted to dine there and everything. Best experience ever. The food was good. I had the spaghetti and meatballs. obviously it's classic, because that's what Lady and Tramp ate at the when they were like at Tony's restaurant. So I had to have that. It was good, and I did. I made a reservation for it. I made a reservation, and it didn't take that long. It was good. I enjoyed it, and it's so cute. Like I loved it, and I definitely, hopefully, when I go back again, I don't know if I'm gonna go back again this year, later this year, or if I'm gonna wait till January with a group of people. I'm definitely gonna go there again. Like it's a place I recommend. So, did that. I did that, and then I met up with Juan later to one of the parks, I believe. Um, and then like on Sunday, we had reservations for Space 220. So I got up a little bit early because I wanted to do the Ratatouille ride before my vacation was over. So I had to do that. Um, Juan was gonna meet up with me like a little bit later. So I get there, I wake up early and everything. I did early entry again. But since I had to take the bus, like I had to power walk my way through over to the France Pavilion, and the line was like 16 minutes because like over by the France Pavilion, in like the um, Great Britain Pavilion over there, the Skyliner station was there, and that's how some people like are able to like get into the park. They are able to like get into the park too. So like they had like closer access over there. So I waited 16 minutes for Remy's Ratatouille ride. The ride was cute, not worth that long wait, and I would definitely recommend doing the lightning lane for that ride because that line was ridiculous. It was annoying just like waiting in that line. It was just, yeah, cute ride. Would I wait that long? No, not at all. I would not do that. I don't even want to catch this Bidoof. Wow. Okay. And so after the ride, I after the ride, I believe what did I do? Oh no, I didn't do the Ratatouille ride on that. Or did I do it on that Sunday? I don't remember. Walked around for a bit. I had lunch. Um, and then I got myself a couple donuts because those Joffrey donuts are so good and they're addicting. I had the M&M one and a pink sprinkle one. So, the M&M one was good. It was a lot, but it was good. And then I went back to the hotel because I was a little bit tired and I wanted to rest up before we had to go to Space 220. And Juan was in the park. So I rested for a bit, and then after I rested up, I went back to Epcot. And we were we did Space 220. I personally like it. It was so much fun. It was a good experience to try. I definitely... I'm hoping to make a reservation for that place again because, like, the experience over there is, like, amazing. Because the food... I personally like the food. Juan didn't like it that much. I don't know why, but it's Juan. So we both had like the same thing. Like we had because it's like a 3-course meal. So like Appetizer, we had like the starry calamari, and I like calamari. It was really good. And then he also had the same thing, but he doesn't like calamari because he didn't realize like calamari is squid, and he doesn't like squid. And I'm just like, that was good. I don't know why you don't like it, but whatever. And then for our main course, we both had the filet mignon, and it was so good. Like, I liked it a lot. And then for dessert, I had the chocolate cheesecake, which was really good. He had a toffee sticky pudding or something like that. I didn't get to try his, but like he had that, and it was a good experience. I enjoyed the restaurant. The whole like theming of it is so cool, and everything. Like I definitely am possibly gonna, like, if I could, make a reservation for Space 220 again, because I enjoyed it. And then after Space 220, we went on we were gonna go on Mission Space, but we ended up doing Test Track again because the line was like not too long. And then we saw the whole like water show that they do and everything. The water show was cool. We got to like see like the last like maybe like 10 minutes of it. And then afterwards we left. I'm trying to remember what we did after that. I think no, because all the parks were closed by the time. So we ended up going back to the hotel, and then it was so then the next day, I went to Magic Kingdom, he went to Animal Kingdom, and because our flight wasn't until like 6:58, like 7 o'clock before we had to head back to LA. And so I did Magic Kingdom, and I wanted to do Tony's Restaurant again. So I left closer when like the park was gonna open, and I wanted to make reservation. I wanted to like join the walk up list, so that way like I can get in and get out for the restaurant. So the park opened. I tried to like, I was getting closer and closer once I got in and everything like that. I was trying to join the walk up list, but it said like there's no walk up, like couldn't do like the walk up. So then I was like, okay, let me try to go inside the restaurant and see if they can like sit like just a person for one. And thankfully, like I asked them and they were like, oh yeah, we can sit you down. I was like, cool. So did that. I'm trying to like understand what I'm trying to do. Oh. Back up. Back up. What, no? I was supposed to battle it? I had no idea what I was supposed to do. I think he's like... What am I supposed to do? Oh, you know what? I can even see them. I need to move my something. Okay, there we go. Okay, and then okay, there we go. trying to like. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay, so I ended up getting. I went to Tony's restaurant again, so that was fun. I enjoyed it. Got the same thing, spaghetti and meatballs, so good. And then I want to say, oh yeah, I went on the Carousel of Progress for the last time, and then I got myself a donut. Took a picture of the Lady and Tramp statue again. And then for like a couple hours I did that, and went around like, it was like close to like 3 o'clock. I started to head back to the bus to go back to the hotel, because we had to like leave like the hotel like at 4, or like leave the hotel like around like 4:30 or something, so we can get to the airport like around like 5, because our flight was at 6:58, 7 o'clock. So then get back to the hotel, you know, get our stuff and everything. My suitcase was super heavy because I had to fit 3 buckets, because I got a I got a 50th Mickey bucket for a friend, and then I had the 2 Figment buckets in there, and then all my clothes, and that was like a lot. And I had to carry the other Figment bucket with me. I couldn't like put it in my suitcase or my backpack, because my back was already full with like all my laptop and junk and everything. And so there was that. And then so we get to the airport, and then we ended up leaving and everything. We left the airport like at our flight took off like at 6:50, so like 8 minutes early. Then we got to LAX like at 9:15. So we were supposed to get there like at 9:40 or something like that, but we ended up getting to LAX. We got to LAX like at like 23 minutes early. So, which is good, honestly. Like our flights were like super early and everything, so that was enjoyable. And yeah, that was my whole trip. I loved it. It was so much fun, and I love Disney World. I mean, I like Disneyland too, but from someone who actually works at Disneyland, like, I like going to Disney World a lot more, because there's just like more to do and everything, because there's like 4 parks, there's 2 water parks. Oh yeah, the water parks. We were gonna try to do Typhoon Lagoon, because like that reopened at the time we were there, but because of the weather and everything, it was mostly closed. And there was maybe like one time, like out of the time we were there, only 2 days like was it actually open fully, and we ended up not going, which sucks, because like we wanted to do the water park and everything, but the weather was like, it was like off hot, like rainy and like super cold, so we couldn't really like go to the water park, which hopefully next time we can do that again, because I like water parks, so like hopefully we can go to the water park again, or try to do the water park. But yeah, it was a fun trip. Vlogging it was like probably like my favorite thing to do. It was vlogging, but vlogging it wasn't that bad. It was mostly just like editing it every night, trying to like get the video up like the next day. It was just like a pain and everything, so there is that. But other than that, it was a fun trip. I enjoyed it. I can't wait to go back again, because the 50th anniversary doesn't end until March 2023. So I'm excited for that. And I'm excited to go again in January of next year, if I don't plan to like go again later on in the year. So yeah, that was basically my trip, and honestly, it was a fun trip. Everything. I wanted to say a little bit longer, but right now, like, the frost, like, it's like super cold down there, and it's like freezing. And then like right now I get they're like sending out a warning, like be careful for like falling like iguanas, because like once it like freezes, because like iguanas will like start falling from the trees and everything like that. So you have to be, so like I'm kind of, and it was like raining, I guess, like really bad over there right now too. So it was like, okay, yeah, I'm kind of glad I didn't stay until Tuesday and everything. But yeah, trip was good. I enjoyed it. Food wise, like restaurants I recommend, definitely Tony's restaurant. Space 220 I highly recommend, for sure. That was like one of my favorite. It was like good food and everything, so definitely recommend it. Tony's restaurant again, yeah, I recommend that for like a quick service restaurant. If you just wanted to like to sit down and everything, Cosmic Rays Starlight Cafe is good. Another quick service. Oh, there's the uniform. Anything else? Here. Nope. Yeah, so definitely recommend like those places. Another quick service restaurant I would probably maybe recommend. At the Japan Pavilion, there's like this little like quick service restaurant where you can get like you can do like salads, or like a teriyaki chicken with shrimp, or like beef teriyaki with shrimp, or like that. It's a nice place. I like it. Also the crepe place where they have the crepes, I definitely recommend the hazelnut and chocolate crepe. That one's like really good. It's a must have. Other places, yeah, I guess that's mostly what I can recommend. At the hotel food at the little cafe, like the only good thing that I had was maybe like their pasta and meatballs. Like that was okay. It wasn't like Tony's restaurant like good, but like it was like decent at best. Their hamburgers was like, it wasn't that good. Their breakfast was okay, because I had like the breakfast platter, where it comes with like 2 Mickey waffles, bacon, sausage, eggs, and I believe a hash brown too. It was good in a sense. Like the Mickey waffles that they had, it was maybe like a hit and miss, because like the Mickey waffles that I had, they were soft, so like it was good. Like, but my other friends, when they had it, because we had a breakfast on the day that we arrived. So like before we like went to Epcot, like we ate breakfast first. So like my friends like their waffles, it was like, they said it was like hard. Like mine were like soft, like perfect. So I don't know what happened with theirs and everything. But was it upstairs? Okay. So yeah, like it wasn't bad. It was good in a sense. Would I probably get like that breakfast again over at the hotel? Probably not. I would probably like go to the other place that we went to last time. It was like at the Fort Wilderness, like close to Magic Kingdom. And like that breakfast, like the Mickey waffles was really good. Mickey waffles are like amazing, so definitely recommend getting that. But you gotta get like a good one, like that's like not too hard, or like not too like soft and soggy. Like you gotta get it like the perfect amount. So yeah. But yeah, that was my trip, and I hope to go again. And this bucket, this cute little bucket. As adorable as it is, it's a pain to carry around or just like have like and everything. I gave one of my friends theirs, so they got their bucket. I had to give my other friend hers. Hopefully when I see her, because she's not in the same department as me anymore. She's at attractions, so hopefully I'll probably like message her maybe like sometime this week, see if like when she's working, when I can give her the bucket and everything like that, so that way like I don't have to keep holding this in my room for like days or like months when I see her again. So yeah, trip was fun. Buckets was, I'm glad I got the buckets. You know, got good accomplishment and everything. Got the vlog. I'm already at 1,000. I'm at 1,000 subscribers, so that's amazing. Like, that's great. I still need like 2,000 like watch hours until I can get my channel like monetized, so I can start getting paid. So there's that. Hopefully, maybe by like the end of this month. I know like January is like the time for like YouTubers to like not actually like post a lot, because you know financially like that's when like the YouTube ads aren't like people don't get like that much YouTube ads on their videos and everything like that. So hopefully by like maybe next week I'll start getting my channel monetized and I can start getting paid for like my videos and everything like that. So probably post more and everything. I mean, I'll still, even for like next year, I'm gonna vlog again if I vlog in January. So still like I'll still like post and everything in January for like my trip at least for my paid trip and everything to get paid or whatever, somewhat and everything. But yeah, so hopefully I can do more videos. I'm supposed to do, or I'm trying to do a video like review of my whole trip and everything. So I was gonna work on that tomorrow, but I ended up getting a call from work saying like, oh, can you come in tomorrow for closing? I was like, yeah, I'll do it, because I need to. So yeah, so hopefully that'll go out maybe sometime next month when I have the time. Like, I'm off like the next week, because I got my new schedule out. I'm off like Friday and Saturday, which I like having Saturday and Sundays off, but for some reason they did me like that. So maybe I can like work on my videos or whatever, or even like go to the park or something. So yeah, I mean, if you guys are on my channel, it's called Crispy. It was Crispy Reviews, but I don't really do reviews on like movies or shows that much. Like, it's like every once in a while I'll do that. So right now it's just Crispy. So, and then I need to get like another internal hard drive on my computer, because like my C drive and my Google Drive like on here, it's like full. Like with my Google Drive, when I go on Google Chrome, like there's still like a lot of room, but like on the computer, because it added like another drive, is like already full. So like I need to like switch like most of my stuff from most of my programs and everything to that new external hard drive. I'm getting a 2001 gigabyte one, so because it needs like a lot of space, and I need that extra space to like put like the more like programs I like use up a lot, like Steam, Wondershare, my Jackbox games, Discord, Zoom, and Twitch Studio and Adobe Photoshop and everything like that on there. So, because I'm gonna have to get that all installed on my computer and everything. So, and another thing is like, hopefully when I start getting paid by YouTube, like I'm gonna put that money aside. I'm gonna work my butt off to get myself a place. Well, one, I needed to get a new car, because the car that I had, it's crap. It is crap. And I was supposed to get a new car last month, but certain issues came up and other personal stuff that I don't want to talk about. And you know, I was telling my parents I want to get my new car this month. No, they keep procrastinating and everything like that, and I wasn't able to get this new car, and I was very upset because it was I was gonna get a used car, and because the car that I wanted to get, like, it was expensive, and they said like I need something to co-sign with, unless it was like under 30, it was like $35,000 or under, then I can get then like I wouldn't need like anybody to co-sign. So there was that, and you know, I'm like, hey, let's get this new car. I want to get it, and no, because my parents like to procrastinate a lot, and I needed my parents to, like, at least take me to get the new car and everything, or to get the car and do everything. And I'm still mad at my parents for that, because, you know, it's already like almost February, and I still have the car that I have right now. I'm not driving a new car, so I'm just like, I kind of want to get paid by YouTube right now, so that way, like, I can have that money if I save up enough, you know, and then I can get the car that I want to get. And then eventually move out. So hopefully soon, like, I can start doing that. But I mean, I'm still working at my job currently. Like, this getting paid by YouTube is just like not like my second part-time job. It's just like because I'm not like planning to say like, oh, I'm gonna quit my job and just do YouTube all the time. Like, I'm not gonna do that. It would be just like a little part-time, like, side job or something like that, and I would like get paid when like certain videos I would get like everything. Like, for how I would monetize my videos, I believe I would like monetize like my vlogs, or like videos I just like talk about like certain topics or whatever. I wouldn't monetize my reviews that I do. Maybe some of them I will monetize, but I don't know. That I'm still kind of like questioning if I want to monetize like my reviews on like the shows or something that I did. But then again, I don't know. So that's like still up in the air if I'm gonna do that or not. If anything, I definitely for sure my vlogs are gonna get monetized, because that's that I'm gonna do. My gameplays or whatever, I'm definitely gonna get those have those monetized as well. And like my other videos, I'm gonna have them monetized. The SML drama stuff, I'm not gonna have those monetized, because those ones I don't plan on keeping. So, like, once I start getting paid on YouTube and everything like that, once the watch hours are completed, then I'm not gonna like get rid of the SML drama videos or anything like that. If anything, I am if anything, I'm probably gonna like put them in private. At least like the older ones, not like the newer ones, if like the drama still continues on, because recently I was gonna talk about this in another video. I was gonna make a video about it, but I don't know if I'm still gonna do it anymore. Because Adriana posted on Instagram, on like her Instagram stories, like, oh, what is it when you call your ex-boyfriend who got a cow pregnant? Her talking about Chili. That keeps like calling you whatever, blah blah blah. She's like saying like, oh, I'm gonna expose all of them, and blah blah blah, and just like all that crap. I'm just like, the last time you said you were gonna expose them, you didn't. And she was all like, oh, give me to like 100K subscribers and I'll make a video exposing Logan and blah blah blah. And I'm just like, do it then. Why do you have to make yourself a goal or something to just expose them? Just like, I hate it when, and this is like another thing that I hate the most. I mean, on TikTok too. It's like the dumbest thing on TikTok when people like, they post like a video and it like, depending on like what the video is, and they're like, oh, like for part 2 and blah blah blah. And it's like, no, just do part 2. Get to the point. don't make like a, or like, oh, if you want me to do like a story time and get me to like 100 something likes, and it's like, no, just get to the point. Like, I hate that you have to like make like a certain goal or something like that, so you have to like get to the point and everything. I hate that so much. And when people do that on YouTube, they're like, oh, this video gets like a 5,000 or 50,000 likes, I'll do this, blah blah blah. Like, I doubt like if you actually reach that goal, you're actually gonna do it. Like, and when she mentioned like, oh, this, if you guys get me to like 100k subscribers, I'll make an exposed video and blah blah blah. I'm like, no, you're not. Just, you might as well, like, don't set yourself up for a goal that like you probably won't even reach. Just do the video. Like, it's done. Like, just do the video. Like, that's what I sometimes hate when other like content creators like do that. Like, me, if I did, like, if I were to say like, oh hey, if I get to like 2,000 subscribers, I'm gonna make a video review about so and so. So let's get me to that. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna just do a video when like I do it. I'm not gonna set myself up for a goal. Like, I'm not gonna waste your guys' time like saying like, oh, if you give me to like this and this, or like this certain amount of like views or certain amount of like likes or subscribers, I'm gonna do this. No, I'm not gonna do that, because that's pointless and I don't want to do that. So yeah. Yeah, that's, yeah, it's something I would not do. And I'm trying to figure out how I saved in this game. Where do I go for settings? I have no idea where I go for settings. I'm using like my other controller. I know it does like autosave. I just don't. Probably gonna need my other controller or something. Okay. I'll figure it out. Anyways, I think I'm just gonna end the stream right there. Anyway, guys, I know I've been talking about like my trip a lot and just like everything, so I'm just gonna end it right here. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching me playing Pokemon Legends Arceus. So far I like this game. It's pretty good. Pretty cool. Like, the graphics are nice and just everything. So, yeah. I will see you